here is my old tires, just to give a little look of them. You can see that this is like a really, like a narrow, shallow little cut into the rubber here, but these are actually all-season tires. It says all-season design, and these are some pretty cheap tires. Here's the front tires I used to have. These are Continentals. These are also some all-season tires. These have a lot better looking tread design. So there's a peek at those. The real test, the hill that I live on, people get into crashes every single time it snows on this hill because there's a curve in the middle of it and it's a very steep hill. So right here, I'd have 0% chance of getting up this hill with my previous tires that I had yesterday. So I'm gonna show what it looks like. I'm completely stopped right now, and here's full acceleration up this steep, you know, it's like a 200-meter long hill. So here we go, full acceleration. So I'm up to speed limit. It definitely isn't like ridiculous, right? It's not like what I had with my four-wheel drive trucks with, you know, off-road tires in the past. But, you know, the fact that I can even move an inch is extremely impressive compared to what I had with my... Traction control is really just like... Alright, this one actually might be steeper now that I think about it.
Let's say they're even.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I do like the slip. The slip is much better on this setting though.
Traction sand.
Yeah, this is the steepest hill. The one next to it, that's the one I went up last time actually. This is the one with the turn at the top. Okay.
Maintain your speed.
Yeah. I think if I was in the other traction control setting, I probably wouldn't have made it because it's just like the other traction control setting like lets the wheels stop. Yeah, I can like drift. This one's for like fun snow drifting. That's what the setting is for, but it also works better. Yeah, that'd be. I get to pass a rear-wheel drive similar sedan.
There's no head.
Can't traction control on. Rear-wheel drive Dodge Charger, very similar. Now this is pretty steep downhill right here to this red light. And you know, I'm just kind of being careful here because I don't want to get T-boned by a snowplow. That could have been death right there, but if I had my summer tires on right now, that might have killed me just trying to come to a stop on this downhill slope to a red light. Probably the steepest hill that I know of that's relatively close to where I live, so I don't really want to drive half an hour to go to some really steep hills that I could probably find. But so yeah, it's kind of I can't tell how well you guys can see this hill, but this is about as steep as it gets as far as like hills. So here we go. I'm gonna stop right here. I've got about 50 yards up till the peak of the hill, about 30 yards. So there's a truck up there. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna accelerate. So it starts off real slow, going about 8 miles an hour right now. It's just flashing because it's struggling, but this is a really steep hill. Going about 12, 15 miles an hour, almost 14, 15. It stays in low gear up to 20, and now we're getting to this less steep part of the hill. This is still up here right now, uphill right now. So I'm letting off the gas a little bit, but it's still uphill right here just for reference. And it's starting to flatten out right about here. So this is where it gets flat. So that was I'm gonna guess like that's probably like a 10% grade or something. I'm not really 100% sure how to really know that, because you know, it's where I live in Iowa, so I just experienced cornfields and completely flat ground everywhere, other than the little, you know, 100-yard hill here and there. I'm gonna pick up some speed. I'm gonna go 25. I'm gonna stop. No, I'm gonna go 30. This is 30 miles an hour. I'm gonna hit the brakes right here. So it took me about that was about 2 houses to stop, but 30 miles an hour down a really steep hill, fresh snow. So I'm just kind of driving around, just going up the steepest hills I know of. So this is a pretty steep hill. I mean, this isn't horrible. Like, I'm just cruising. So let's just see what happens if I'm going 25 right now. I'm just gonna hit the gas with traction control on. So it's going. We're going here. 35. Like, it stays in 40 miles an hour. So top of that hill it goes. So I'm just gonna see what it looks like accelerating while turning. So I'm just gonna kind of floor it and turn left here on this 4-lane road. Flooring it, pedal to the metal, traction control obviously taking over. And the end result, with traction control working, the end result is sort of just like a normal acceleration on. It's about an inch or 2 of snow, maybe like an inch and a half. And there's also a little bit of snow from the other day that might have been left here. So here we go, 0 to 40 to 0. And I did 0 to 40 to 0 in less distance than that building. So that was probably about like 100 yards or something, if I had to guess. Yeah, that was about 100, maybe like 110, 120 yards. With my previous tires, I would have gotten stuck there if I had to stop on it. See, this guy's literally got bald tires. He just about drifted into that car next to him on this slight curve. Amazing from someone who's never had. This guy's, okay, you gotta get in the right lane, buddy. That's not where your lane is. I don't know, maybe he's drunk, I don't know. I don't know why the trailer was just sitting there, but it looks like that BMW might have slammed into a trailer. Oh, this guy's literally just slamming on his brakes in front of me for no apparent reason. Just slamming on his brakes. Good job. Yeah, not the best move. This guy's definitely, I think he's got, like, I can't tell if there might be something wrong with his car. Yeah, he just hit the curb. That guy's either drunk or his car's broken, but anyways, that guy something was wrong with him. I don't know. Maybe his tires were bad. Maybe his brain was bad.